What is up everyone, welcome back to another Gunpla unboxing. I'm literally after just coming back from the shop with this right here. And of course, this is the 1/100 scale, full mechanics version of the Gundam Barbatos Lupus. But anyway, before busting it out, there is the front of the box. And this is a really sick illustration of the Barbatos Lupus. It looks really cool. I'm not a big fan of those kind of metal looking things around the edges. But besides that, it looks sick. You can see the inner frame there in the background. And of course, the price is right there. This cost me 2,400 yen. So now moving on to the sides, and we've got a front and rear image of the finished kit. And what it says here is, equipped with sword mace and 200mm guns on the forearms, the sword mace attaches to the back of the machine. The Tekkadan symbol on the shoulders is reproduced by the carefully divided parts. The 200mm gun on the forearm attaches to both forearms. And down on the bottom here it says the parts of the shoulders slide to follow the wide range of mobility of the arms. Alright, spinning that round to the other side, and we've got a whole bunch of images around here as well. And here it says, truly experience the reality of the inside of the armor. I'm guessing that means the inner frame. The movable structure of the inside allows the creation of realistic action poses. I think what they mean by movable structure is the frame. And then down here, the Gundam frame seen through the gaps in the armor cover the whole body to create a mechanical appearance. I kinda get what they're getting at there. And lastly then, engraved details have been added to the 1/100 model to provide the mechanical appearance of a mobile suit. Even the detailed movements of the mobile suit and weapons are reproduced realistically enough to provide action similar to the animation. The 200mm gun on the forearm for the 1/100 scale model rotates. A rail slide reproduces action synchronized with the movement. So it moves back and forward and spins around. The true details of the Gundam frame are fully reproduced in the 1/100th size. And then finally, this images uses a cut-out model to show the structure of the internal frame and the external armor. So they're saying an awful lot on the box there, but I don't know how much the full mechanics will differ from the last batch of 1/100 scale Iron-Blooded Orphans kits. I'm going to assume not at all. I guess only time will tell. But anyway, that's enough babbling about the box. Let's get this thing out of here. So off with this plastic wrap. That comes off really easily, thankfully. And also, doesn't damage the box. Open that up. And straight away it gets pretty colorful in here. So what we've got straight away is your polycaps as well as your typical multicolored A-runner. We've also got the stickers down there, and as you can see it's mainly just the kind of dark goldish parts from the inner frame. Green stickers from the knees, these black parts I'm not sure what they're for, maybe the thrusters, as well as some yellow ones here as well. So not really too bad on the stickers, thankfully. Next up then is Runner E, which is in white, and there are those big side skirt thrusters, the backpack, the Tekkadan logo up here, some sections of the torso and neck, as well as some more skirting and what look like part of the legs, and the head down there. Flipping that around to the other side, we've got some grey sections, and they seem to be off the feet, the backpack again I assume, and the thrusters. Next up, and we've got an extremely green runner down here, that is for the eyes, some more white sections of the arm, the shoulders, some really big parts there for the legs, and just some more armor. Next up then, we've got a whole lot of parts for the inner frame, so I'm not sure if this differs much from the inner frame on the older 1/100 Barbatos, but to be honest, I don't think it does at all. It says IBO Gundam Frame 1. So if it is the same, I don't see why they call it full mechanics. They haven't changed anything. On to the next one then, and wow, look at the sword mace. That is pretty damn long. There is the older 1/100 for comparison, so it's pretty much as long as it is tall. Also, we've got the forearm cannons, unlike the high grade. Flip that around to that side. And what these seem to be is the additional parts for the inner frame that make it the Lupus. So parts of the feet, the new design of the head, as well as the face. I think the parts for extending the wrists. So there are quite a few things in there as well. I can see the hands, the manipulators, as well as other parts of the inner frame. So it seems like we won't be using all of the original Barbatos' inner frame. We'll be using some of this as well, all of this as well. Okay, so next up in the bottom of the box we have that Enketo, or a survey. Basically you can head to that URL right there, and 10 people who take the survey will be chosen to get a present. 30th anniversary of Gundam games, you've seen that before. And last up then is the manual. Again, there's that awesome art of the Barbatos. I assume this will all be pretty standard and boring, except maybe the blurb there. You might want to pause that and take a look at that. So I'll take a couple of photos of those blurbs and stick them up right now so you can pause and read them if you want to. Anyway, on to the next page. And that is all the runners that are in here if you want a closer look at that. And then everything else is pretty standard fare after that, just how to put everything together. The center part is a fold out section. There is the weapons, and finally on the back then is what it will look like when it's finished, as well as a color guide. Again, some more blurbs, so I'll take a photo of those. They'll be up right now if you want to pause and read about that stuff. But anyway, that is it for the manual. So that then is it for the unboxing. Hopefully I'll get this built pretty quickly. Of course, this bad boy is going to need some panel lining, so I'll take more time to do that. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to come back for more Gunpla unboxings and reviews. See you next time.